So just step.
Hey yo, man. We up in this joint, man. This your Kinfolk DMR, man. You know what I'm saying? Tapping in live from H-Town. It's a clear 50 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good. Cher got a fuzzy halter top on. You know what I'm saying? Looking real cute, man. What's the deal, man? It's your Kinfolk DMR. You are now tapped into the Back to the Lab live podcast. You know what I'm saying? I got Cher the experience up in here. What's up, Cher?
Good evening, y'all. How you doing?
It's going down, man. It's going down, man. You know what we do? We celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in a cashmere sweater. And my mic sounds nice. It better, you know what I'm saying? Seeing how I had to,
1, 2.
you know what I'm talking about? Might sound real nice. Yours sound good too. Yeah, we in the mix. Yeah, we in the mix, man. Yeah, y'all know what we do here, man. We celebrate, man. That's what this platform is all about. It's all about, preserving this hip hop and making sure that, the OGs and the legends, you know what I'm saying, get their mentions, and we just go down through there and just talk about them and have conversations about them. That's what it's all about. Keeping this hip hop alive, man. That's what we're here to do. So, how was your weekend? It was pretty good for you. Huh?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had a really good weekend. It was about family and friends this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We was rolling, family and friends. Shout out to Keitha, her birthday. We had her birthday party at the Spot, one of the popular places out here in East Downtown, aka Edo.
I thought it was Edo. Edo or Edo? I don't know. Because it's East Down.
It should say
East Down. Yeah.
Edo.
You know what I'm talking about?
Anyway, it's off of Emancipation at 45.
The thing at the Pilates studio was a success. You know what I'm saying? That was a good look.
They had R&B night.
Yeah, shout out to the bros, man. Josh and Zach. You know what I'm saying? Put together Rhythm and Pilates. You know what I'm saying? And had the R&B going down up in that joint.
Appreciate your patrons that came through.
Yeah, man. We packed the house out. It was a good look. Saturday, pulled up out there on your fam and had a good time out there.
Plenty of birthday stuff going on. Scorpio tripping without the
Yeah,
man.
Man.
Stop acting like that because when mine come around, it's all like that.
You better believe it. Shout out to the Tauruses. Shout out to the Pisces, man. We coming. We coming. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I got some birthdays today. Speaking of birthdays, that's a good look in. I got some birthdays today, man. You know what I'm saying? So before we get to the hip hop, to the music, the albums and everything, just want to salute some people, man, that's celebrating birthdays, man. Some legends of ours, I ain't do my preliminaries yet. Hold up. Let me go back. We definitely got to give a shout out to the sponsors, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lonesome Frog Records, 1900 Blaylock Road, Suite E in Spring Branch, you know what I'm saying? It's going down. Go get your vinyl, CDs, cassettes, everything, man. Tell them Dame sent you, man. Bill and Brett, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my people over there. Shout out to Stephen St. Martin, attorney at law, 832-423-6056. If you ever get caught in the mix, that's my people's, you know what I'm saying? He can help you, you know what I'm talking about? Follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. It's going down at Back to the Lab with the number 2. You feel me? We everywhere. And last but not least, man, you definitely got to tap in on Fridays from 7 to 9. It's the Back to the Lab show on Banging 832 Radio. Man, it's dirty after 5:30, so I get to talk my shit and play certain music, man, that that you can't play in the daytime, man. It's going down. I got the perfect spot. Man. I'm telling you, I'm coming for that. I'm coming for that 9 to 10 too. I want all that. I want that 7 to 10, man. Give me 3 hours to rock. Man, I'll be playing all kind of shit, man. That's what it's all about. But hey, in due time. But for right now, check us out. 7 to 9 on www.bangin832.com. That's BANGIN 832.com. It is going down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cher, I told you I had some birthdays.
Yeah. What birthday is it?
And man, look, taking it to the West Coast, man. One time for our friend, You know what I'm saying? Our friend and your friend, the motherfucking G child, Warren G, man. Happy birthday to Warren G. Man, what was that he killed? We was giving him his prize. Was it that BET Awards or something like that? When he came out and killed it, like he did his damn thing.
I think
I want to say it was like the
some
BET
award
Awards.
show.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it had to have been either BET.
And he came out and shine, man. And then he had the episode with Shannon Sharp. That was about like a 3-hour episode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On Club Shay Shay, man. So big love to Warren G. You know, the G Child, man. You know, Dog Pound, DPG. No, the 213 was the name of their group. 213. Him, Snoop, and Nate Dogg. 213. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite song from Warren G? What you like? Regulators?
And you know why?
Because it come from that movie?
That part, and it was like most popular, and it's just a smooth jam.
Yeah.
It's just a smooth jam. Not that they beat it in our heads all the time on the radio,
but you know me.
That part.
You know me. Just hit the east side of the LBC. I'm mission trying to find Warren G.
It's like
dope storytelling song.
It's like you was sitting back, like chilling. Let me tell you what happened to me today.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I'm creeping into a whole new era.
Right.
Yeah, man. That was a real one right there. Yeah, big shout out to Warren G on his birthday. Birthday the day after Scarface's, you know what I'm saying? And they the same age too, so that's a good look.
Nice.
Big love to Warren G, man. You know, Warren G deserved his flowers for real. You know, I think when they think about like Dog Pound and 213 and Snoop, that whole little coast, that whole little circle of people over there on the West Coast, they tend to leave out Warren G, man. Dope producer, and he can spit you a good 16, man. Yeah, give you a hit.
Yeah, good lyrics.
Yeah, he cool. He ready to go. If you ask me. Let's go. Next up on the birthday blast, man, we're going to Philly, man. Shout out to Eve, man. Big love to Eve. And I had the biggest crush on Eve, man, when she first came out. The pit bull in the skirt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eve, man. What's your favorite joint from Eve?
Her show that they took off the air, that they canceled.
That was a cool little show.
It was cool. I like it. But Tambourine, my favorite, of course.
Get your Tambourine.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that is a dope one. Mm-hmm. That is a dope one. Big shout out to Eve, man. Happy birthday, Eve. You know what I'm saying? Philly, Rough Riders. You know what I mean? I love it. Yeah, Shay, I see you, man. Yeah, y'all rep y'all city, man. When y'all pull up, you know, just let us know where you're from, man. Put it in the comments. You know, we got to show you some love because we might got some people where you from, man. You know what I'm talking about? All right, last but not least on the birthdays, man. Happy heavenly birthday, man, to Big Pun, you know, straight out the Bronx, New York City, man. This dude here was so cold. You know, we're going to miss Big Pun, man. Rest in peace. And happy heavenly birthday, man. You know, he was down with Fat Joe. Fat Joe put him in the game. Dope lyricist. When you talk about that tongue twisting, fast, you know, double time rhyming, man, this dude was cold. Lyricism and wordplay and his rhyme schemes and everything, like he was dope. He was hella dope. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled two middlemen who didn't do diddly. You know what I'm talking about? That's butter. That's my guy right there, man. Rest in peace, man. Big Pun. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna miss you, Big Pun.
I really don't have like a whole lot of like a favorite from him.
Now I know he had that, but it's so hard with Donnell Jones on it. That was a cool one. And I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. You know, he had a couple of jumps, couple of hits, but he had a lot of stuff on his albums that showed off his lyricism. Though, like he was dope.
The songs that I consider like my favorites are the ones you know bump and ride.
Oh yeah,
those are the ones I like.
Oh yeah,
like far as favorite, but it was good. It's not taken away from it at all because it wasn't. I don't have a favorite, but he was fine. He get the party started.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and the girls loved him.
Yup.
They big dude, man. I'm talking about. Hey, just give me a couple more Trill burgers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be up in that joint. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, the light look good on this, man. I'm digging it, man. We rocking.
Yeah, change.
Yeah, I like to switch up every now and then, man. And kind of like give y'all a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? And Cher came through on a different vibe too. You know, looking like she about to. I can't tell if you about to do some yoga or lay down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Lord have mercy. It's going down.
I told you I'm a fan, just like a lot of women. Let me write that down. We're gonna make it back to the lab lounge.
Oh yeah, back to the lab lounge.
For the ladies, yeah, you know, we like lounge wear. We could just wear something and then throw on a jacket or a hoodie or something, or if it wasn't cold, just get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Like running errands and stuff. That's what's in now.
Yo, what up to Jonathan C, man? H-Town in the building. He said he was tapping in to check us out, man. Hey, we appreciate it.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah, we just ran through some birthdays real quick, man, before we get to these albums. And I like to break bread with the fam that tap in, let y'all know what's on my playlist, who I'm fucking with this week, man, you know what I'm saying, based on album anniversaries and birthdays and stuff like that.
Last week you had a busy week.
Yeah, it was crucial last week, man. And I managed to either make content about everything or play it on the radio show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good look. I got some Jizza and some Wu-Tang on the show. So I know I made my East Coast homeboys proud.
So let me ask you this: is that a testament to the time of year, as much as you had, like where people released their albums back in the day? Like, is that, you being in the music business, the perfect time to drop an album or whatever, right before the holiday season and all this?
Yeah, it seemed like the albums back in the days, now everybody dropping randomly. Yeah. But back in the days, it seemed a little strategic, man. It seemed like they would try to hit you at the beginning of the quarters and everything.
Yeah.
That's how they used to do it back in the days.
Make sure you get it in there before the Grammys.
Yeah. And like Summertime was a good look. And that last quarter of the year was a good look. Like, most cats couldn't drop in that last quarter, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of MCs used to always kind of brag about how they can drop, in the last quarter, like MJ and shit like that, making little references and metaphors and stuff like that. A blowout in the last quarter, like MJ, shit like that. But yeah. But back in the day, man, I mean, cats used to be strategic, man. And this was a good time, fall, end of fall, getting ready to go into the winter. Yeah, this was a good time, man. A lot of people was dropping some shit. But y'all, stay tuned on the IG and the Facebook, and you'll see the daily celebrations and everything, But yeah, let's get to the milestone. Let's get to the milestone anniversary celebrations. I only got two for this week, man. This is what's on my playlist for the week. Most of the time I have like a handful of albums, but today I only got two. And when I go through the list and everything of what dropped, some of it be nice, some of it, it depends on how you feel about it. But the stuff that I bring to the table be stuff that I feel like is worthy of a conversation, whether, in the comments, or you can take this, take the content and go to the barbershop and have a conversation in the barbershop about these albums and stuff. Mm-hmm. Make up your own content, like, it might spark a little idea in your head. So that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for, just to have a conversation about hip hop. So I'm gonna start with one from the East Coast. These my peoples right here, man. Queens show us love, man. Brooklyn show us love like a motherfucker, but Queens show us love though. So I'm gonna drop this one time for my peoples out there in Queens, man. Rest in peace to Prodigy, Mobb Deep. This is his album, man. Debut solo album, if I'm not mistaken. HNIC, man. And the first time I ever heard somebody say HNIC was my grandma.
HNIC.
Mm-hmm. The head nigga in charge. You know, I know they said it on Lean on Me, Robert Guillaume and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, they're gonna invite him to lunch.
Yeah. That's how I could tell they was real
Come
friends.
on, get some meat.
But like my grandma said that shit first. I remember that shit when I was a kid. My grandma, I was like, man, the head nigga in charge. Like, yeah, man, this is a dope album right here. I was listening to it right before the show started too, man. Dope album, man. Drop some facts about this joint. So HNIC, head nigga in charge. The actual release date is November 14th, 2000, the year 2000. So it's coming up on its 25th anniversary. This was on Sony, Infamous, and SRC on that label. I think that the Infamous is definitely Mobb Deep's label, and that SRC. I can't remember who ran SRC. You know what I'm saying? And Loud, definitely Loud was
Washington.
Yeah, right. And definitely Loud was who Wu-Tang was signed to, and the Alcoholics. Lil Flip was signed to Loud at one time too, man. So, Loud was a good label, man. Production on this album, The Alchemist. Alchemist got an album that he getting ready to drop with Erykah Badu. We got to make sure we stay on deck for that one. It's supposed to be hella dope. You know what I'm saying? Just Blaze for sure. Rock Wilder did the joint for Method Man and Redman, called the Rock Wilder. And that's just to name a few, man. Features on this album, NORE, his ass back, he need to make some more music. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lane for Nori. And especially now that he's known as a podcast host now, and he got a lot more eyes on him and stuff like that. I think he can drop something. He should drop something. You know what I'm saying? Cormega was on this joint too. And believe it or not, BG, man, from the Hot Boys was on this album.
Shut up,
yeah. Yes, indeed. So this must have been, this was way back in 2000 before he got locked up and everything. You know what I'm talking about? Chart facts, man. Number 3 on the independent charts. No, that's number 2. Number 2 on the independent charts. Number 6 on the top R&B and hip hop album charts. And number 18 on the Billboard 200, man. And it's a banging ass album. The song Keep It Thorough on here. It's got a lot of bangers on here too, man. So I definitely, my man say subsidiary of Loud Records for sure. Yes, indeed.
No, and that was the special resource center at school.
Special resource center.
Get in trouble.
Yeah,
no,
man.
Just kidding. Thanks, Jonathan.
Yeah, for sure. Jonathan know his shit. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was just a part of Loud. Yeah, man. I see Bump and tapped in. What up, Bump? Sprinkle some salt up in the building. You know what I'm talking about? That's my commission brother right there. Go check him out. Yeah, this is a cool album, man. And this gonna be in rotation, a lot this week, man, because Prodigy just had a birthday like last week. You know what I'm saying? He just had a heavenly birthday last week. So, he trending right now big time, man. And plus, Mobb Deep just dropped a new album, you know what I'm saying, called Infinite. So I think he's trending really, really good right now, man. And it's worth it. It's worth it, man. Go bump the album in honor of the album anniversary. And yeah, man, give him some spins. Help the family out and the estate and all that. You know what I'm saying? Spin it. We ready to move on to the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now this next one is my album of the week. And you're going to probably be like, it's because of the name of the album. And it's not because of the name of the album. It's not. In a way, it is. It kind of is, but this is a banging ass album, though.
Yeah.
You ready to get to it?
Yeah.
It's my album of the week, folks. The Far Side, Lab Cabin, California. Yeah, man, it's a banging ass album right here. Shout out to the Far Side, man. This is some West Coast shit right here. If you don't bang it like within the next day or two, definitely put this on West Coast Wednesday. Because West Coast Wednesday, that's you're gonna really get the feel for it, man. You bump it on West Coast Wednesday. Damn. banging out there.
Take
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I'm sure that came up on the mic. I'm sure that picked up on the mic, man. But yeah, jam this Far Side. This is my album of the week, man. I think this is gonna really be a dope one for the week, man. This their second album, you know what I'm saying? Lab Cabin, California, on Delicious Vinyl and Capitol Records. You know who was on Delicious Vinyl? Tone Loc, Young MC. So like Wild Thing and Funky Cole Medina and all that. That was Delicious Vinyl. You remember the logo was like it was a man getting ready to take a bite, or he probably already took the bite out of a vinyl record. You know what I'm saying? You remember that logo?
Mm-hmm.
I'll show it to you a little bit later. You'll see it. Or pull it up on Google in your free time. You'll see it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Delicious Vinyl had a nice little roster over there back in the days. They put some hits out. Production on this album, man. Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. Jay Dilla did about like 6 or 7 tracks on this album, all bangers. Especially like Running, you know what I'm saying? Drop, like some bangers, man. Super duper bangers, man. So I love Jay Dilla, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Jay Dilla. Diamond D did some production on here as well. Diamond D is another member of the clique that we always seem to get their members in the conversation, digging in the crates, DITC, with Fat Joe and Big Pun. I mean, Big L and all them that we was talking about. Like
so they was a powerful conglomerate.
Yeah, they seem to always get in the conversation. And that's a good look, man. That's a good look. Big shout out to Diamond D, man. You need to get with me, Diamond D, so we can have that interview, man. Hit you up a couple times. Let's make it happen. You know, Farside did some production on here themselves. I always respect a group that do their own production. You know, I think each member produced at least one song on the album. I think that's hella dope. You know what I'm talking about? Big shout out to Farside. I don't think it was any features on this album as far as like rapping goes. Maybe on some skits, on some interludes or something like that. But I don't think it was no features as far as rapping goes.
Oh, okay.
Chart facts: number 17 on the top R&B and hip hop charts, and number 37 on the Billboard 200. So that was pretty good too for their sophomore album. That was pretty dope. You know, the first album had "She Keeps on Passing Me."
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember that.
They'll love that song right there.
That song, I just.
Mm-hmm. My dear.
You know, it's like.
And people don't use it and flip that and shit. I think Joe used that. Joe sampled that shit. Some more people sampled that shit like this. It's a good look. It's a good look, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Farside. That's why this is my album of the week, man. You know, I'm here to break bread with y'all and let y'all know, you know, what's on my playlist, man, and what I'm jamming. Every week is something different. I'm always bumping something different every week. East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, down South, bro. Ain't no telling where it's from. Wait till I start, you know, tapping in with motherfucking classic hip hop from Thailand and shit. Motherfuckers.
Back to Lab International.
Yeah, back to Lab International and shit. I started bringing. I'm gonna tap in though, because I know they got some people that done dropped some shit back in like the 90s and shit like that. Hip hop had to be over there in the 90s, so you know. And groups like this, man, they get a lot of good. They do a lot of good business overseas, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of shows overseas. They go on European tours and start doing shit overseas. That shit be so dope. So yeah, big shout out to Farside, man. That's my album of the week. You know what I'm talking about? So like I said, man, before that, man, it was Prodigy, a Mobb Deep, head nigga in charge. Bumping that this week. Got to put that in rotation, man. And definitely getting that Farside Lab Cabin, California in rotation, man. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And like I said earlier, man, shout out to Warren G. You know, big birthday shout out to Warren G, man. Big birthday shout out to Eve. And happy heavenly birthday to Christopher Big Pun Rios, man. One of the dopest ever out of the Bronx. Now, that brings me to something, man. God damn. Man, rest in peace. my homeboy Twan Mac, man. I remember Twan Mac say, "What MC do you think about when you think about the Bronx?" I say, Big Pun. And he was like, no, KRS-One, man, KRS-One. I'm like, bro, I think of Big Pun. Big Pun is way harder than KRS-One. I know he the teacher and everything, but from my point of view, yeah, man, give me some Big Pun when you think of the Bronx. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't know the boroughs.
You can't see my face right now. Like
You can turn the camera if you want to.
You're really saying me.
I love KRS.
I know.
Yeah, KRS is dope, but yeah, Big Pun.
In comparison to
and that's the thing, it's really no comparison. The only reason why I like Big Pun is because he was more street. It was more raw and rough and gangster. You know, KRS-One don't give you that. And it's a shame that that's kind of like what I'm judging it on. But I mean, I love KRS-One. It's the time for KRS-One, and it's the time for some pun type, content too. I like that Scarface type talk.
That makes sense because you see, as far as when you think of the Bronx, not who better.
Yeah, not who better. To me, I think Pun gonna bring that gangster shit that I want to hear. You know, if he was still here, man, rest in peace. But I think he would bring that hard shit, gangster shit, street shit. You know, and KRS is good, man. KRS is good lyrically, and he gonna give you the philosophy and everything. But yeah, I be wanting that. You know what I like from KRS-One? I definitely like shit like Love's Gonna Get You, and You Must Learn, because I actually learned from You Must Learn. I learned about, Abraham and his sons and everything, and the tribes of Judah and all that stuff through KRS-One lyrics. So that was some dope shit.
Speaking of, and I know it's like not the anniversary or whatever, but a lot of, I don't know if they adapted it from him necessarily, but you can see that in a lot of teaching curriculums this year.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past few decades almost, where they use hip hop to get the kids to memorize facts and stuff like that.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So hip hop is like literally everywhere.
Teaching everybody, man. And that's what we're here for. We're gonna do our part too on this side, man. That's what it is. Yeah, I say I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. You know what I'm saying? We had already got started late. I think I want to finish that right there. You see that over there? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put that in the mix in just a couple of seconds. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, we gonna get smooth up out of this joint. You know what I'm talking about, man? I just want to tap in real quick with my folks. Like I said, make sure y'all tapping into the radio show on Fridays, 7 to 9. You know what I'm saying? Banging832.com. Man, the Back to the Lab show is all that.
I promise y'all, and Cher can't hold water when it comes to surprises, but there's going to be, make sure y'all share, comment, just stay in touch with Back to the Lab, because I promise you there's some incredible things coming up, additions to the brand and everything coming up. Y'all stay tuned in. I promise you're gonna like it.
Yes, indeed.
I promise.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of surprises.
And tap in daily on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. We in that, man, posting daily anniversaries, making sure these artists get their flowers, man. Because people don't talk about some artists. They talk about like the most common that pop up in the conversation. So you might see somebody on the page that you ain't seen in a long time. You're like, oh, I remember that song, man. Man, you took me back. All that. So yeah, that's what we here for. We love y'all, man. This is Back to the Lab Live, man, where we celebrate classic hip hop albums, legendary MCs, DJs, producers, etc., in the cashmere sweater. Y'all make sure y'all get that merch. Speaking of cashmere sweaters, you're gonna see that. That post in a little bit, letting you know.
And we got those.
We got the paid in full shirts, man. We got them in black and white. Got a couple of hoodies left, some some of everything up in this joint, man. So yeah, just tap in and turn your notifications on, because you're gonna want to be notified when it start going down. All right, we love y'all. Anything you want to say before we get up
No,
out of
that's
here,
pretty much it. I appreciate everybody who's tapping in, been supporting so far. Like I said, keep our name in your mouth.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm gonna say it, good or bad, I don't care. Say something.
Talking about, yeah, when you in
here,
when you in them rooms, man, you know, hey,
look us
just drop that name, man. Let people know we on the way, man. It's going down, man. Back to the lab show, you know what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Big love, man. We out of here.